Hey everyone, Paul here with the Sideshow, and we're back on the con floor. That's right. I'm very, very happy to be here. I love so much of Kotobukiya's work. Would you mind introducing yourself, telling everyone who you are and what you do here?
Sure, Paul. My name is Dan Lujan. I'm a marketing manager for Kotobukiya. So basically, I work with a lot of our media partners to make sure that they get the latest information and news about our products.
I want to know about Dan as a collector. What brought you, what's the first Star Wars collectible that you remember making an impact on you and you're like, Star Wars is my jam?
Yeah. So, I mean, as a fan, I would collect all the action figures. There's no question about that. But really the first collectible that got me into higher end collecting, and this is no lie, was a Kotobukiya piece.
Oh.
Yeah, and this was probably a decade before I even came to Kotobukiya.
Right.
It was a Boba Fett Cloud City Artifacts. And what it was is that I was collecting action figures, but I was looking to take my collection to the next level.
Right.
And I saw the Boba Fett and just the paint apps, the detail. It was just something that I wanted to bring into my collection. Obviously, price point a little higher than your average action figure. So it wasn't something that I instantly just went to and bought. I had to kind of think about it. But eventually, that was what led to the rabbit hole of me, buying multiple collectibles from various manufacturers, present company included, So, yeah, it's been a slippery slope, but I can tell you as a fan and as a collector, I mean, I couldn't be happier.
As an owner of two Artifacts Kotobukiya pieces, yeah, they are incredible. I love just the nuance you guys put in it, that sometimes there are light up effects in them, but they look just as great with or without them. Yeah. You did say Artifact series. Could you touch on a little bit about different lines Kotobukiya has and what did you guys bring to Celebration?
Sure. So right now we have two main lines. It's going to be Artifacts, so that's 1/7 scale, and then Artifacts Plus, which is 1/10 scale.
Oh, okay.
But as you've mentioned, we've done a lot of Star Wars product, not necessarily maybe collectibles, but we've done kitchen goods. We have ice trays. We have lightsaber chopsticks. And then we actually have some a high-end kind of resin collectible with our Yoda Fountain statue.
So you guys have brought some incredible things to Celebration, but I'd like to talk a little bit about you guys have touched so many different corners of pop culture. How do you guys decide what is next for Kotobukiya, specifically with Star Wars? Because there's so much Star Wars.
Sure.
So how do you set on the direction?
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously, we're trying to follow the trends. What's the newest Star Wars property, be it theatrical or on Disney Plus. But our product developers, they're fans too.
Right.
So they're bringing their love of Star Wars into our products.
Good.
And also, one of our goals as a company is to bring customers in that maybe are not true hardcore fans, casual fans, or maybe not even fans of the genre at all. And that's kind of why we did the whole kitchen goods line with the chopsticks and the ice trays. So it's our hope that those type of fans will see those products, maybe pick it up, and then get more interested about Star Wars and maybe pick up some of our Artifacts and Artifacts Plus.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
One of our motto here at Sideshow is let your geek sideshow.
Sure.
Because, your collection and your fandom doesn't have to exist on screen or only on your shelf. Like it can exist, like you said, in your freezer if you wanted to. Yeah. And I love that Kotobukiya has kind of jumped into that space as well. So one of the things I wanted to talk about, again, a little bit more about the pieces you guys sort of delve into is you have a lot of traditional pieces. Then you also have some pieces like you've done with Vader, like your industrial Vader. Pieces that are definitely more, we'll say, non-traditional. How do you approach the non-traditional side? Because there's so many different takes on like a Vader. So how do you approach that non-traditional side?
So that particular approach that you're talking about is our artist series.
Right.
So we're working with artists from around the world to let them bring their visions of Star Wars into a 3D form.
Oh, good.
So they will do the concept artwork. They work with our product developer. They choose the characters that they want to tackle, and then obviously we're working with Lucas Licensing to make sure it all fits together within the brand image. But we really try to stay true to what the artist has envisioned.
Oh, good.
And that's kind of the whole artist series in a nutshell, is to bring the artist's vision to life in 3D format.
That's great. So it sounds like between Lucas, Kotobukiya and the artist, it's very collaborative.
It is a true collaboration.
That's great. I mean, and that's why we get, all of these incredible pieces that we're seeing here. Everything from the Bad Batch series, I mean, all of it. It looks so good, and you can tell that it's collaborative. It looks great. So, one of the things I want to know is there's a lot of new people maybe seeing you guys for the first time here. A lot of die-hard Star Wars fans. What piece would you recommend to some die-hard Star Wars fans that maybe they've never purchased from you, they're not aware of you? Sure. What pieces would you recommend to die-hard Star Wars fans?
Well, what I would recommend is a piece that I mentioned earlier, is our Yoda Fountain. Okay. So that is what's unique about that piece is it's not plastic. Our Artifacts and Artifacts Plus tend to be plastic. The Yoda Fountain is resin.
Right.
It's individually numbered. It has a worldwide edition of 1,138 pieces. A callback to George Lucas's THX 1138. Hardcore collectors will really appreciate what the detail and the finishes and just the thought that we've put into that piece. And it's limited. So once it sells out, it's gone for good. It's still up for pre-order, I believe, on Sideshow.com. So
Sideshow.com. Kotobukiya. You also brought some incredible things specifically for Celebration. Would you mind touching on a little bit about what con exclusives that you guys brought to Celebration?
Sure. We have one exclusive. And again, like many manufacturers here, we weren't even sure if this show was going to happen. So we really had to work quickly to get something together and get it into, production in time for the event.
Right.
So what we have is a white armor Boba Fett. It's inspired from the screen test of Boba Fett's first armor before Empire Strikes Back. So it's a limited piece, and it's gotten a tremendous response. We've actually had to allocate a number of pieces per day just to make sure our fans can, hopefully get a chance to get it. I expect a full sellout by this afternoon, to be honest.
Nice.
But it's gotten a great response, and we're happy that we were able to at least bring something to Celebration for fans to remember this event.
Yeah, that's incredible. And again, it's such a great callback, like you were saying, with the Yoda Fountain piece. Just by fans for fans, which we love so much. Now, before we let you go, you are very busy, and there's a lot to do today. Maybe some teasers. What can fans, maybe Star Wars fans and Kotobukiya fans, expect from you guys in 2022?
Sure. So we are going to be supporting Obi-Wan. That's no secret. We had a panel, so we announced I can't announce any characters.
But
we are supporting Obi-Wan. We're going to be doing characters from the Book of Boba Fett.
Okay.
So we're doing Boba Fett as an Artifacts Plus, Boba Fett as an Artifacts. We're doing Chrysanthemum.
A lot of demand for him. He's a great character.
Yeah. And then we're going back to the Clone Wars because we got a great response with our Ahsoka and Captain Rex. So we're doing Darth Maul, and we're doing Cad Bane and Toto. So that's really 2022 and early 2023 in a nutshell. I'm sure there's going to be more product coming out.
Right.
We definitely plan to keep the artist series going. But for now, those are the announcements that we have.
Okay, Dan, where should people stay tuned to get the newest updates?
Our social media, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, and we're on Instagram. And the hashtags are generally Kotobukiya Official.
Great. Well, thank you all so much for watching. Dan, thank you so much for being here. You're a very, very busy man, so thank you for taking time to hang out with us.
Thanks for coming by, spending some time to chat, and have a great show.
Thank you so much. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to let your geek side show.